Welcome back, guys, to Horizon Forbidden West. Well, last episode, after searching for info within the Fenrise rebel camp and helping Gatak take out some more foes to the gates as the Tenakth took control of the area, we returned to base to take on Alva's quest, Forbidden Legacy, as she wanted to look into an old world system back in her lands known as Leviathan, with the information she needs somewhere within the Forbidden West. Heading to Legacy's landfall, we follow the lead given to us by Nirik to Atbay Headquarters, which we climb to reach the Ancestor's office.
Yes, things did get interesting then, didn't they?
Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire room, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Whoa! Oh, I can reach the ladder now. Be right up, Aloy.
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
That's a ladder. I feel like I'm supposed to drop here.
Made it!
Oh wait, I got up there too.
There you are.
Sorry, you beat me here.
Come on. Let's see what's up here.
Getting quite a few saves, isn't it?
Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts. I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the Ancestor's artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
Okay, will they? What's the code? What's how many digits are we looking at? 6?
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
So
Use my focus
H2
here.
flow instead of O. Does that mean it's 402025?
Not quite right.
No. So H2 flow. That's 5 digits. So 40.
What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
That's the H2 flow.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
There were 3 pedestals. Oh, there's 2 things.
That must be the Dragonfly 6.
There we go.
Atbay used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh.
To be honest, that looked like that falling apart. And it was perspective of where I was at that was kind of obfuscating it a little bit.
That didn't do anything.
What was the last
I
number?
thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
Focus might
Oh.
find something I missed.
Because you said it looked like it was on the last pedestal.
What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
So I got the numbers
All
wrong.
the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode. The two
Yeah,
artifacts
it's worth a try.
on the ground. Maybe they used to be on opposite pedestals. That did it!
There we go.
You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
I'm sure it had this view before.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Impressive view. Well, yeah, now it does.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe. But not a monster, either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data... Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
You're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
I mean, if I were to fast travel, it'd be gliding too, right?
Don't worry about me. I can find my way down.
Is there anywhere interesting to reach from up on high? Anywhere that we can glide to that would be a good target? Well, that's not got in the middle of everything. Let's just mark this out. How about it? So which way is it? That way. The opposite. Round the building. I'm sure I can manage this.
Careful!
Bye. Bye-bye. Let's map that out and head back to base. Wee! Just get yourself a shield wing, Alpha. We really should have got you one before we came up. When you think about it, this is a lack of foresight. I guess we didn't know we were going up such a big building, to be fair. We should just have them for everyone. And form of transportation. Weirdly enough, this looks like it's going to be like more or less perfectly measured. Oh, yeah, that was. What the hell? Yeah.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Sure did.
Amazing. Well, see you back at base. Good luck out there.
I quite like the fact they actually got me like directly to the point I wanted to with the exact distance I needed to be. That's a little bit crazy. Okay, see you back at base. Alva's quest is complete. Still more salvager stuff to do. But main quest is calling. Do they actually know how to make one of those glider shields? I mean, it's just one of the shields. We just have to take it from people that had shields. It's a non-functioning shield. But it still works for the purpose of gliding somehow. So surely every foe we beat might have one to give us.
If you keep frowning that hard, you'll get angry.
How about?
Don't get this last part.
Maybe
Aloy.
we can look at it together.
Aloy! I'm glad you're here. I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks, Alva. I'll put it to good use.
Didn't even know what you gave me. The data.
Have you looked through the data we recovered on Leviathan?
There is much to sort through still, but I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors. The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible paragons. But Pharaoh wasn't. Not even close. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up hundreds of deaths, I started to think they were all the same. Selfish, egotistical, cruel. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp scroll. It's a splatter, smudged and faded on stained parchment. I wish more Quen could see that, instead of looking the other way, or twisting the truth to serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, it's easier to believe the lie is truth, but it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less. For that, I thank you, Aloy.
I gotta head out. I'll let you know when it's time to leave for Gemini.
I can keep studying in the meantime.
It's very soon. But we talk to more of our guys before we leave, right?
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
I thought so.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora, spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
Run!
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running. Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
See them as siblings too, do you? Or just, of course, what you know.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Sudden noticing that a lot of this talk is how do I put it? The focus of it seems to be future plans and, you know, some, endgame-ish. Makes you worried.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catallo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Catallo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
He arm wrestled a metal arm like that. Oh my god.
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus. A woman named Sarah.
Oh no. Remember how Durval had a band of freebooters that retaliated against the Karja? She was one of them. First female tinker in the claim to run her own forge. But when her family got killed in the Red Raids, she went bad. Real bad. I thought she was dead, though. Taken out by one of Murad's guys.
Well, she's not. And she wants revenge against the Karja. We have to find out where she's operating from, and stop her.
I haven't had any luck finding someone with a focus at chain scrapes, so I'll be scouting out Barren Light next.
I'll keep tracking her lackeys out west.
We'll find her. We have to. It's thugs like her who murdered my sister.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a Cauldron to prepare for.
The way he turns away. Hey Zoe, what's up?
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
Potalo, where are you at? Should be in this room here. Do you think he gets perturbed by the fact that as Aloy I always just come skirting into his room on my ass round the corner going wee?
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Simple, short, to the point.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The Ten would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Only more persistent.
He doesn't deal well with being badgered by the look of it then.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. I should go get ready.
I await your orders.
And I guess that might leave Beta if Beta has a chat with me, basically. Ow. Spine pain. Nope.
I'm here, Aloy.
Oh, that's a different response.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
I am. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Ah, still the same sitting down, but a bit more of a friendlier expression, maybe?
So how goes setting up on the merge?
Gaia and I have added a function that will display a holographic interface to visualize the data stream from Hephaestus. It should make expunging its malicious code a little more efficient.
That's great. Whatever we can do to cut down the merge time is going to increase our chance of success. Good work.
I'll continue to search for other ways to speed up the process. But whenever you're ready, I am too.
She's on side.
Alva's joined us. Have you two had a chance to talk?
She told me she's not allowed to access a lot of the data her people have. Similar to the restrictions I had in my training interface. I told her that if we succeed at Gemini, then once we return, I'll help her search for more ways to help her family. Even though Gaia will fix the biosphere, it'll take time for farmlands to fully recover. So, I want to help speed things up.
How so?
Bioengineering of more resilient plant strains, novel crop production methods, equipment upgrades. Something that might help in the short term.
I'm sure she'll appreciate it. So when you talk to the others, are you calling them over the focus?
No, they'll come down here to visit. Like Erend. He's funny. But loud. I wish I could show him the media portal and the data channel. I think he would like the sports hollows. There was one where two people would criticize each other before wrestling to see who was stronger. It was bizarre and violent, but I think Erend would enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right. I bet he would.
A-dub. I don't know if anything else here is some new stuff because it's like white again, but this is grey. I don't know if this is new or that we've already covered these facets. To be honest, I think we've already covered them, but it's very confusing when they light up yet again. You like pro wrestling? Everyone would really like that. I like how the description. They criticize each other before wrestling. Yeah, fair dues.
I'll be going now. Okay. I'll be right here.
It's an interesting description. Are we ready to rumble? That is my newest question, though. I think we may be. Hello, Gaia. You've got some dialogue yourself to do. I could connect these, but there's one more survey drone I need.
There. Let's see what we got.
Only got all of these. One away. I guess looking at that map, we might be able to tell where we've missed one. Yes, we can. Okay, we'll go for that in the future. That's the... Is that the newest one we've got? I don't even know anymore. No, it's the island, wasn't it? Let's give you the island view.
An excellent choice.
Interesting thing, Gaia, is why does your whoop 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 thing have such a noise to it? I guess in the end it's actually transmitting sound, to be fair. So maybe a connecting signal?
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Both. I realise now that at the end of last session I should have been like continuing on with the talks after the beta talks, but of course I went off and did the arena thing, which then led me into, you know, doing the other things across the world instead of continuing on directly from that point. So I'm sorry about that. I forgot because of the arena. Let's talk here and then get ready to go.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
Makes her sister, Mum? I'm confused.
How's Alva settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
Can you make it a cat?
When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
Still have another thing on plan to capture Hephaestus, but we could go over that before we go.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Well, that's still a mystery then.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia.
That did not grey out, but it keeps coming open again. Probably just like the plan to capture Ephesus. I clicked on it for that purpose. But yeah, there are some things that just become... You've definitely heard that before, right? Anyway, let's go to Gemini. It's finally time.